How's it going, guys? My name is Anthony David. I'm from West Babylon, New York. Currently, I am a mechanical engineering major up in Potsdam, New York at Clarkson University. I'm going to start off by saying that being an engineering major in college sucks. The teachers care more about their research than actually teaching the students. You work so hard to get barely passing grades in your classes. And the worst part of all is all dudes. There's no chicks in any of the classes, so you guys should probably get some girls to be on the show. The reason I want to be on Top Engineer is I want to be able to apply the things I've spent the past 4 years of my life dedicated to. We do problems, math problems, and statics problems, all these kinds of problems. We never do any hands-on things, so that's the reason Top Engineer would be perfect. Becoming an engineer for me has been a rough path. After high school, I went to Penn State University for 2 semesters, and my grades were really bad there, so I couldn't stay in the engineering program. So I pretty much had to decide if I wanted to stay at the school I fell in love with, I would have to switch to like business or education or something, like some easier major that I could handle, or I would have to switch schools if I wanted to stay a mechanical engineer. So I went to a community college for 2 years. I got my GPA up. I graduated from there with a 3.4. I got my associates in engineering science. After that, I applied to Clarkson University. I'm here right now. I'm set to graduate in December with my bachelor's in mechanical engineering. It's not only been rough on me, it's been rough on my brother, my sister, my father, my mother. I know they've been worrying about me this whole time, pretty much every step of the way through college, so I just want to make them proud of me. I want Top Engineer would be the perfect thing for me to show them, like, everything that I've done these past 4 years has been an accomplishment. I mean, I really want them to be proud of me, so that's the reason I'm applying for this show. My interest in engineering began when I was really young. My grandfather started a business where he would repair machinery for the bedding industry, so naturally he had a machine shop in his basement. So when we were younger, me and my brother used to go down in the shop with Grandpa, and he used to teach us all about the tools, and we would make pog smashers on the lathes, and so that's pretty much what piqued my interest in engineering. My dad took over the company, so instead of having a basement to play in when I was younger, I had a machine shop, so I used to play around in there all the time. By the time I got to high school, instead of taking a lunch class, I would take a shop class or an architecture class, just pretty much anything that was similar to engineering I took. By the time I was a senior, I got the technology award, and I took every shop, anything related to engineering my school had to offer. By that time, I had a few summer jobs. I worked as an architect draftsman, but I wanted to do more hands-on stuff, so my dad gave me a job. So I started off machining machine parts for machines that cost more than my house, and by the time this past summer, he had me working on machines that are bigger than my room. They're 8 feet by 16 feet. They're just monstrous. So I kept doing more and more, and I'm an extremely competitive person. I've played every sport you could think of: hockey, lacrosse, wrestling, racquetball, archery, hunting. I did karate for 12 years until I got my black belt in Shaolin Kempo karate. Now I'm on the Clarkson rugby team. I'm the match secretary. Rugby is the most competitive sport you could think of. It's such a good time. It's you and 14 of your closest friends versus 15 other guys. There's no pads or anything to separate you from each other. It's just pure competitiveness. It's such a great sport. A little side note is I love bacon. I could eat bacon every day of the week. I put bacon salt on everything. I even have a bacon air freshener. So that's why my Clarkson rugby name's Bacon. You guys also asked what my friends would think of me, and I didn't really know the answer to that, so I decided to bring my camera to rugby practice, and this is what they had to say.
He's an awesome guy. He's got sweet hair.
Tony's a very good person in general, as a whole.
Sexy.
Being from Long Island, he knows all about structural engineering. There's tons of bridges out there.
A few of the engineering projects I've worked on, I've designed a chair and built it with only 2 sheets of 4-foot by 2-foot foam, and it had to support our 200-pound teacher. We also had to design and build a catapult that would be able to shoot a golf ball anywhere from 10 meters to 20 meters, so it had to be adjustable. I don't really have any picture of those projects. The most recent project I've done that I have pictures of is I made a longbow this past summer. So when we were up hunting, I cut down a maple tree. It was probably around 5 inches, 6 inches in diameter. I broke it into staves. The only tools I used were hand tools, so I used a plane, a hatchet, and also a draw knife and sandpaper. So I broke it into staves. I used the draw knife and the hatchet to get into the shape of approximately a bow. I sanded it nice and smooth. Then you have to string the bow, and then make sure that the limbs flex evenly when the bow is strung. And I just made sure it didn't break when I drew it. And then I put some lacquer on it and stained it, and it came out pretty good. This is the final product. Well, that's it, guys. To say the least, this has been an interesting experience. Videotaping yourself and answering questions is definitely a odd thing to do. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any more questions, feel free to contact me. I hope I have this opportunity to prove to you guys that I'm the next top engineer.